Part 1. Naive. When I started high school, I thought I knew a lot more than I actually did. It didn't take me very long to realize my mistake. I was dropped into a world where lines were blurred, deadlines were enforced, and expectations were raised. As I had been in Catholic school my entire life up to this point, you could say that my sheltered 14-year-old self was overwhelmed, to say the least. When we're children, we seldom think of the future. This innocence leaves us free to enjoy ourselves as few adults can. The day we fret about the future is the day we leave our childhood behind. Patrick Rothfuss. I quickly embraced the theatrical arts at VJA. I'd been acting since the age of 5, and the stage was always a place where I felt comfortable. I was also coerced into joining the speech team my freshman year, something for which I would be immensely grateful. It is still one of my favorite parts of my high school experience. Life is a theater set in which there are but few practicable entrances. Victor Hugo. My first 2 years of high school allowed for me to explore and grow. I continued to perform and began directing shows and writing frequently. Writing and directing soon became my passion. I wrote stories and scripts, some of which I got to see performed on a stage. Sometimes writing is running downhill. Your fingers jerking behind you on the keyboard, the way your legs do when they can't quite keep up with gravity. Rainbow Rowell. Part 2. Lost. Everyone has those days where they don't really want to talk to anyone. They just want to be with themselves and be. For me, it was more than a few days. It was months, actually. I guess you could say that I was trying to figure out who I was, but I shut people out. Something that I learned was one of the worst things that you can do. Hiding how you really feel and trying to make everyone happy doesn't make you nice, it makes you a liar. Jenny O'Connell. When you've made a mistake, the first and hardest thing you have to do is come to terms with it. Accept it. Then you can make it right. Or at least attempt to. Everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is not to make the same mistake twice. Stephanie Perkins. Part 3. Grounded. I was afraid. Everyone's afraid of something. I realized who my friends were, and when I did, I knew that I couldn't live without them. Not for a minute. The truth is, everyone is going to hurt you. You've just got to find the ones worth suffering for. Bob Marley. There is no happiness like that of being loved by your fellow creatures, and feeling that your presence is an addition to their comfort. Charlotte Bronte. Jane Eyre. Our friendships define who we are. I would not be who or where I am if any one of my friends weren't in my life. And who we are dictates how we respond to everything. Happiness is not the absence of problems, it's the ability to deal with them. Steve Maraboli. We make choices. We live with them. What's done cannot be undone. William Shakespeare, Macbeth. But what we do with what we've done is entirely up to us. The mind of man is capable of anything. Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness. That can mean anything you want it to. But I know what I want to do. And I couldn't have gotten to this place if it weren't for these last 4 years. And yes, what I want to do could change in another 4 years, and another 4 years after that. It probably will. But our memories make up who we are, and we'll carry them with us for the rest of our lives.